Hi,
Hello.
Natasha. Thanks for coming in today.
Mhm.
I'm going to be your therapist today. My name is Latoy,
Okay.
and I have had the chance to read over your file. So I know that you're here because of the loss of your dad.
Mhm.
And I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that it must be really difficult for you right now.
Mhm.
Before we start the session, I want to first let you know that everything that you say today will be kept confidential.
Okay.
And, I'm not going to go back and tell anyone regarding what you've talked about or disclosed to me. However, I do have the duty to report if you do inform me that you want to do self harm
Mhm.
or if you want to harm others. If you do report that there has been neglect or abuse of an elderly person, I would have to report that to authorities as well. That's
Okay.
my job. Okay, is
Okay.
that all right with you?
It's okay.
Okay. Um, and like I said, I've been able to review your files. And I noticed that you are coming in for the grief counseling. So what we're going to do today is you're going to just, talk to me and tell me a little bit about the passing of your dad, and what specifically, I guess, is happening now with you. And we'll go from there with trying to build some techniques and
Mhm.
coping mechanisms to use to hopefully get you through this rough time. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. How are you doing today?
Today I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay. Today. Mhm.
Okay. Tell me, how have you been this week overall?
Well, this week didn't start off too good. My mom, she's moved on and she's dating my dad's best friend, and so I'm not really happy about that because that best friend, he's really been here, a part of our life, all of our life. And I just really feel like he couldn't wait on my dad to pass before he moved on in with on my mom. So
Mm-hmm.
the family, we're not really doing okay with that. And he was here Monday painting, and then he came back Tuesday and he was helping out around the house, and it's almost like he just, like he stays with us, and he doesn't stay here.
Mm-hmm.
This is our house, and I talked to my mom about it, and she's just like, oh, well, he's just being nice and he's helping out, and,
Mm-hmm.
looking at it like maybe we should be a little bit more appreciative. But to me, I just really feel like he is a pushover, and that's his way of just coming in and trying to take my dad's spot. And,
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I'm not really happy about it. And I see how it's affecting my sister. She's not really happy about it, but to mom, it's like, it's okay, and I'm just being mean, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really giving him a chance. But
Okay.
to me, I'm like, to hell with him because he's not supposed to be here.
Right. Right.
So,
Well, I can definitely tell that you're frustrated and
mhm.
angry about this situation. How long has it been since your dad passed away?
Roughly about 6 months.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
And I just think it's too soon for mom to be moving on anyway.
right. Okay. And then tell me a little bit about, I guess, your relationship with your dad.
We were pretty close. We had a really close relationship. I
Mm-hmm.
always went to my dad whenever he was there. Whenever I needed to talk to him about anything, he was there. Usually, he was the one around the house being the handyman,
Right.
fixing whatever we needed to be fixed.
Right.
Anytime I called out for him, he made sure he came, no matter what time of the day it was. He was really there. As he was getting sick, I talked to him, and he told me that he was afraid that once he leaves, that mom was gonna date his best friend.
Oh wow.
His best friend had been sticking around here for the last year or so. I mean, he was always everywhere we went, even on vacations. We took a vacation over the last year, and he even came on vacation with us, and so, I was just there at my dad's bedside when all of this happened with him. And so I don't know, but I'm just really not happy with the whole idea of him just bombarding his way in our lives.
Right. How is your relationship with your mom?
Here lately, I've been real upset with her. Um, because I'm not really sure if she's falling for this guy, but
Hmm.
I've been upset with her lately about it. But usually we're okay. We can talk. We can sit in the same room and have a decent conversation, But we hadn't really had girl time, like went out for
Okay.
coffee like we used to do and shop like we used to. But we're working on it,
Okay.
and I'm just real upset with her too. So right now, I would say I really don't want to see her if he has to come along.
Okay.
So
Would you say that your relationship prior to your dad's passing away, and maybe even after the passing away, but before the dad's best friend came into the picture, would you say that your relationship with mom was pretty good?
it was good. It was good.
Okay. And I want to go back to what you said earlier about mom having a new boyfriend. But you also stated that you're not sure if, if that is his role or if he is just trying to help out and maybe fill
Oh, he
dad's
spends
shoes
the
a
nights
little.
there.
Okay, so
Mhm.
he does spend the night. Has
Mhm.
mom made it specific and come out and talk to you and your sister?
Well, not
Um,
really, and I think the reason why she hadn't is because she already knows we don't like him.
okay.
Yeah, she already knows we don't like him, and so to her it's just, oh, he's been nice, but to us we like we want him out of here. Why is he coming around? No, we don't need any help here. We
Hmm.
got it, and to her she's just saying, oh, he's been nice and he's wanting to help out, and
Right.
and I'm just not really for sure his motive. He's real conniving, ever since my dad had been sick.
Hmm.
He's just been pushing his way in our lives, and I don't really like that.
Hmm.
I don't really like it.
How did you feel when he came on the family vacation with you guys?
At the time, it was okay. I just looked at it like he was Rob, my dad's best friend.
Hmm.
And we didn't really pay much attention to it. We didn't really mind, but it just seemed like it just after that happened, everything went downhill. And now that he's around so much, I'm not for sure what his true motive is. I don't know what that's all about. And whenever we say something to mom, she's always jumping to his defense, like, oh, he's just this nice guy.
Right.
But I'm at the point where I'm feeling like he wanted to see my dad dead. I don't know,
Hmm.
but I don't trust him.
Right.
Hmm.
Um, and with your dad's passing, I know it's been 6 months, is what you said. That's still a short amount of time, so I know that you're still grieving the loss of your father, and would like to have your mother and your sister support. And it seems like you do have, I guess, your sister's support
Hmm.
with that, but mom has maybe moved forward or moved on, or maybe that's her way of grieving is to direct it towards something else or somebody else.
I think he is brainwashing her. I think that he is pushing on her, just being a pushover.
Hmm.
And I don't think that she really realizes what is going on. I think he is taking advantage of her. I think that he's taking advantage of the situation, and he's just, bombarding himself and, using, wanting to be handy around the house to be present.
Right. Okay.
Nobody in his family likes him.
Hmm.
His son doesn't even like him. His son came over, when was that, last Thanksgiving, and he talked so bad about him and said he don't want nothing to do with him, don't want him a part of his life. And I just really feel like he's preying on our family now.
Right. Right. And that may be the case. He may be looking for some type of acceptance, and has found that in your mom. But what I want to work on with you today is kind of your behavior and your thoughts about the relationship, because mom is an adult, and she has the right to be with whoever she wants to be with, and and there's really nothing that we can do about that. I think it's good that you try to talk to her and let her know how you feel, but I don't want that to overcome who you are and make you resentful, like you said, or make you not be as close to mom as you have been. So, do you know, or do you think of any ways that maybe I can assist you with getting past this feeling that you have for him?
Keep him away.
Just keep him away.
Keep him away. And I've talked to my mom about that too. And whenever he's around, I just shut down. I can't even stand to be in the same room with him.
Have you undergone grief counseling?
Well, I started it, and we had got so busy, and I just had never went back to it. So I started going when it first happened, and then I just stopped because, of course, I had to get my daughter in school and keep her in school, and then just being real busy around the house, trying to keep the house together. I really just didn't have time to do anything else, outside of the house.
When you were attending your grief counseling, how did you like it?
It was okay. I don't think I was as accepting to it at the beginning, because I was still really sad about a lot of things, and I really couldn't express myself and talk about it because I was really, really sad. And like I said, I just had never went back to it.
Okay.
I didn't go back.
Would you be willing to go back to do grief counseling?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It sounds like I do need it. Because I wouldn't say that I'm really done dealing with it. So I guess it would help.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Nate, I know you said that you don't know. Tell me some things that kind of have you hesitant about returning to the counseling.
Well, with just so much going on, and I'm trying to keep my daughter in school and keep her on the right path and make sure she gets back and forth to school. And mom is pretty helpful around the house, but I think she still deals with it too. So I don't want to be gone and then something happens or something does not happen, and then I feel like it's all my fault. And I've just been thinking about that a lot lately, and and I don't know. I can try and do it again. I'm not saying no to it.
Okay.
It's something I can try.
And typically it would be one time a week, for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour or so. And I am qualified to do grief counseling with you if you would like for me to be your therapist for the grief counseling. But if you want to return to the person that was providing the counseling for you, I would definitely suggest making an appointment and talking with them about your concerns that you have, letting them know, about your schedule to see if that's something that they can work out that would make it easier for you where you're not, out of the house as much. Are there any activities that you would like to do? Maybe getting involved in some community outreach or activities that maybe will help you to get back into the swing of things?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know much activities out in this area. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's something that we can look into at our next visit. Checking out what resources are available, what outlets you have, because I know I read in your file that right now you're not working, but you said that you have a lot of housework and things to do around the home, so I know that probably keeps you busy. We don't want to overextend you, but just to kind of have that outlet and that support. And we'll talk more about that at the next visit, but I would really like to see the grief counseling to be started back if possible, and then we can move from there, and we can say, we can talk about and deal with the issues of mom's new boyfriend, dad's best friend, because I think a lot of that may stem from the fact that you haven't, really grieved or gotten over the loss of dad, and Not to say that you will ever get over the loss of him, but just being able to deal with that mom having a new boyfriend in the picture, and then maybe things would look a little differently for you. So, do you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and schedule the next visit. And in the meantime, if you'll give your therapist a call, if that's who you choose to do the grief counseling through, and if you would like for me to be the therapist, then you can let me know. You can call the office and just let us know so we can schedule another appointment.
Okay.
Alrighty. It was nice meeting you, Natasha.
Thank you
so much for coming in.
Okay.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.